Hello Russian learners, Oksana here, welcome to my channel. So today we're continuing our studies with talking about adjectives, and if you haven't watched my other videos on the theme of Russian adjectives, I highly encourage you to do so. I'll link to some of them in the video description down below, so please do watch it if you haven't yet. And in this video we'll talk about adjectives again, and this time I want to tell you about this a very interesting case in the Russian language, which is the case in which Russian adjectives can be used as a noun, can act as nouns. So, you know, whenever we make a phrase or word combinations, we usually combine nouns with adjectives. Like, for example, in English you can say big house, and in Russian большой дом. So that is the typical way of making a phrase or a word combination. But there are times when you don't need to use a noun with an adjective, and you use only an adjective, and that adjective acts as a noun. I can make like a comparison with in the English language with the gerund, when you know there is a verb with an ing ending that acts as a noun. For example, like building or other words that end with ing. That should be like an adjective or a verb, but they are nouns. And the same thing with Russian adjectives that can act as nouns. And today I want to give you some examples of this situation so that you will not be confused whenever you see these words in a Russian text, when you are reading Russian books or when you are talking to Russian people. So let's start with our examples. And the first example I'm going to give you is this one. So, ученый. Ученый means scientist. Basically, if we are making a phrase, who can be scientist? A scientist can be a person, and in Russian it will be человек. So that is the full phrase, ученый человек, which in English means scientist. But we don't talk like this in Russian. We don't say like fully ученый человек. We are usually omitting the noun человек and just say ученый, only taking the adjective and making it a noun. So you can say like he is a scientist, and in Russian it will be он ученый, and that's it. The noun is not used in this situation. And next example, let's take this. Русский, meaning Russian. Again, if we are trying to make a phrase, we'll say like русский. Again, let's take человек, a Russian person. So again, we can either say русский человек, a full phrase, or we can omit the noun человек, man, person, and only say русский as a nationality, and in that case it acts as a noun. So that is this example. Next, let's take another word, another adjective, which is a little longer. Again, we'll take I'll write down the same noun человек. So, безработный человек. Безработный человек. I know that is like a little bit hard right now, but I just wanted to give you this word as an example, and it means unemployed person. And again, you can either use it with a noun человек, or you can omit it and only use безработный, whenever you are making a conversation, whenever you are building your sentences, and use only безработный as a noun, meaning unemployed, and that will be totally fine and will not be a mistake. Next, let's take this word. Столовая. 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 Столовая in English means dining, and like in the English, what word comes to mind when you say dining? Of course, room. In Russian it will be комната, meaning dining room. Столовая комната. So again, you can either say столовая комната, but it is very rarely said like fully. In Russian, you only say the adjective столовая as a noun, and комната is almost never used afterwards. So we just say столовая when we are naming rooms in a house, and the same goes with another room. For example, this one, which is спальная. Спальная. Again, it means sleeping. So when we're talking about rooms, the room for sleeping, so you can either say спальная комната or just спальная, meaning bedroom. So the literal translation will be the room for sleeping, but we're just using the adjective спальная when we're talking about rooms. So столовая, спальная, meaning dining room and bedroom. The words комната, room, are almost never used in this type of phrases. Next, let's take another example. Набережная, набережная, набережная. This word means embankment, and in Russian this adjective, which means like on the shore, and it usually is combined with a word street, meaning улица, if we are making a full phrase. But улица with набережная is almost never used. We just use the adjective набережная when we're talking about embankment. Another example, let's now talk about some phrases concerning food, and let's take this one. Второе. Второе. Второе meaning a second course when you're having dinner. And if we're making a phrase, второе will be used with the noun блюдо. Блюдо meaning dish or course. And in English it will mean second course. But we almost never say второе блюдо, like you can, of course, but in everyday conversations we only are saying второе. And блюдо is always omitted. And like you can be asked, what did you have on for the second course? In Russian it will be что вы ели на второе? Второе meaning the second course, and you can answer that that you had something for the second course, на второе meaning. Another example concerning food will be this one. Горячее. Again, if we're talking about food, горячее блюдо, again, dish. Горячее meaning hot. So word by word translation will be hot dish, and in English it will be main course. So the something that you eat first, main course, something hot that you eat. And we also don't use блюдо when we're talking about the main course. We just say горячее. Like you can order food at the restaurant saying I want горячее, I want the main course, and I want the second course, второе. And you can specify what you want for the main course, на горячее, and what you want for the second course, на второе. So that's it. And another example, let's make it the last one, which is really popular among everybody. Мороженое. Мороженое. Мороженое, meaning frosted or iced, and you can guess that it means ice cream. And in this case, мороженое doesn't have a corresponding noun to it. You can either say that it can be combined with like the word milk, молоко, like iced milk, something like that, but it is never ever used with a noun afterwards. We just say this adjective as is, and it is always a noun, meaning ice cream. But if we are talking about the grammar case, the grammar point, мороженое is an adjective, but it is actually a noun. And that's it for these examples. There are, of course, many more words, adjectives that act as nouns in the Russian language, but for now that is enough to overwhelm you, I think, so you can just learn these words and just to be attentive that this case exists in the Russian language. And I also wanted to point out that these adjectives act as nouns in a fully grammar way. So that means that they can be part of word phrases and can have the same function as nouns. So that means that acting as nouns, that they can be combined with adjectives. So like, for example, let's take this word ученый, scientist, and let's say how can you describe a scientist? Scientist can be famous, right? Famous scientist. So in Russian, известный, famous means известный. Известный, so it can be combined with the word scientist, ученый. So we get famous scientist, so we get this word combination, известный ученый. So if you don't know this rule, like this, you open the book and you see like two adjectives going one after another, you will be confused. But now that you watch this video, you'll know that the second one is in these two adjectives standing together is a noun. So in Russian, it is almost always in adjectives. An adjective is followed by a noun in word combinations, in word phrases. So you will know that the second adjective is a noun, and you can look it up in the dictionary and find the translation if it is not this word or any other. So that you will be able to translate this phrase, and you'll see that this second adjective acting as noun translates as scientist. So the preceding adjective will be acting as adjective as it has to. So it will be an adjective and will be translated an adjective, meaning famous. So известный ученый, two adjectives, they will form a word phrase meaning famous scientist. And let's say, let me give you another example. Вкусное мороженое. Вкусное мороженое. Again, two adjectives here we see. And you already know that the second adjective is always acting as a noun. And this word we already learned today, meaning ice cream. So it acts as a noun in this situation. And the first adjective will be acting as it should, as an adjective. And вкусное, take notice that мороженое, acting as a noun, is ending in oye, meaning it is of a neuter gender. So the adjective preceding to it, which corresponds to this noun, has to be in the neuter gender. So it has the same ending, вкусное. And if we're wanting to look this adjective in a dictionary, you'll first have to make a masculine gender of it. So masculine gender will be вкусный. So the ending has to be «ый». And вкусный means delicious. So in this case, we get delicious ice cream. That's it. So again, two adjectives standing together. The second one will be acting as a noun, and the first one will be acting as an adjective. And we are translating this according to their functions in the word phrase. So I hope that's clear. That's a very interesting notion in the Russian language, I think, which has to learn pretty early, so that you will not be scared whenever you see this situation, a phrase. You will not be lost about how to translate this. So that is just, of course, only a few of these adjectives. But whenever you know, since you know now that this case exists, it will be easy for you to translate such phrases that you see in the dictionary, in the texts, using the dictionary. So I hope that was clear. I hope this video was useful for you. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and to subscribe to my channel. I will greatly appreciate your support. And of course, if you have any questions, please write them down in the commentary section down below. I will always answer any of them. And please stay safe. Good luck with your studies. And I will be back soon with another video. Goodbye.